Hey y'all, Super X back at you with the decent portafilter holder. This one here is for a bottomless portafilter, and I'm going to be pairing it with the Niche Zero. So I'll show you how that whole thing goes down in a minute. How you will find that you can eliminate the need of that dosing cup, dose directly in your portafilter, walk away smiling. Workflow just got banged up to like 11, and let's take a look at it. So this is the decent bottomless portafilter holder by Decent Espresso. Portafilter stand they call it. This is, it looks to me like a powder coated aluminum. I know it's aluminum, but it looks like a powder coat. Very well made. Everything Decent makes, in my opinion, is extremely well made. Their customer service is off the chain. I did buy a V4 tamper, didn't like it. No questions asked, took it back, no issue. What this one also has is this little deal right here. It comes with some double stick tape too, so you may be able to like stick it to other grinders. So typically on the niche grinder, this thing sits here. You have your little dosing cup here. I've never been a big fan of dosing cups. You notice everything's kind of wiggling around right now because that thing's usually sitting on this screw right here. Well, you got to take that screw out and line it up with this on here. Underneath there, in case you haven't or never didn't know, there's where some of the cord management is, and those are extra springs for inside there if you ever need them. I just found out about that when I got this stand. I've heard about it, heard tell, but I've never taken it apart. So this screw's going to go in here, and it allows you to adjust it to work with your situation and application. Pardon my hand. There's no real way of putting in a screw without getting your hand in the way, unless I had like a backup cameraman or something, or I could have probably just described the process to you, but anyhow, this little screw right here that was once upon a time keeping this thing from jiggling all around now serves as the holder for this. And I found that mine likes to be all the way back in its position like this. Here, let me grab the camera and move it so you can see. See how it's all the way back? You can rotate it a little bit from side to side. I mean, there's some play in it, but right about there is where I like it. So then basically you take your bottomless, stick it right here. I know it's got my screen right here like this. See how something always falls out of that? I'll show you how I counter that in a minute. So that's basically your deal right there, right? This is the Decent funnel, magnetized, tall funnel by Decent Espresso. Another powder coated black aluminum, matches awesome. Sits right there. Now you're grinding into the deal right there, and takes the place of the dosing cup. Here's a neat little hack we found. Somebody showed me. If you get like a black, you know how the niche is always dropping. You just saw it drop something overnight. It always drops out like a little something. You can see at the bottom of that cup. Like overnight. And if you don't put something here, you're going to find out. Or even probably during the day. I don't know. It just does it. You're going to find coffee grinds there. So I've got a little black jar cover. Use something that's open on the bottom. Stick it right here like that. Put this on, and those gremlins that drop out will drop to your dosing cup rather than all over your beautiful Niche Zero. That's in place. So that eliminates the need to dose into this and then pour it in your filter and do all that stuff. So basically what you get is this right here. I'll just tap it around a little bit. Notice it statics a little bit of that funnel. Hit the portafilter on here a little to get it off the funnel. And now I'm ready to move on to the next step in my prep.